still up here bussing. But right now, Bitcoin, NAS is a lot closer to what we're looking for right now. If you go to the daily chart, we do have some structure here. We failed to break above these highs. And again, price likes to sweep highs and lows in reverse. So that was a good area to target out. But if you go down to the 1 hour, we do have some structure here. And if you would have entered off of these levels right in there, you're already up about, 20 pips, nothing crazy. But we do have some buy limits set up at this structure here and in here. So if price does want to work its way down, it would have to break through all this structure here. And then if it wants to go lower, there's even more down here and here as well. But it looks pretty good. Ever since we broke above these highs, I would want to consider these highs the new floor. The fact that we're above these highs here, I really don't want to see price go beneath this, but if it does, it is what it is. We can just re-enter at these lower areas. Right in there, we have some imbalances as well. Huge daily imbalance candle. Still pretty solid. And then SPX. SPX is essentially at all-time highs. We're at the top, right in here. So SPX looks like it's ready to take off. We got some nice structure breaks, here as well. Broke above those highs, broke above these highs right in there. So it's working its way up. Even on the smaller time frames, there's no, I guess you could say there is this sign of distribution right in here because we did break beneath some of these lows here, some of these lows here. But it's breaking down into the next buy zones as I see more liquidity. We swept the lows, broke above. So this would be a solid area to be buying here or even lower. We shall see. We shall see. Let me check out the fib. All right, 50%. The blue line, 786, 886, the red line. So still in a nice discount area for this specific time frame. And then looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still here, still doing its thing, still respecting the structure above 100,000. So this whole area here is still looking real good, real nice. Even if it does come back here, that's perfectly fine. Not too worried. We did also break above this structure here, and we're back at it. So looking at the daily time frame, I still like this level for buys. As you see, when price came to retest this area here, multiple days, pretty solid reactions each and every time. So as long as these lows down here don't get violated, or if you want to close your stop loss, then I would say these lows here, as long as we stay above these lows, you should still be good. And that's another reason why I like Ethereum as well. Check this out real quick. Yeah, super clean. Ethereum still here in the buy zone as well. It's been playing a lot back and forth, but we have some breaks of structure, giving some nice confirmations. Once we got into this imbalance, I had some trouble. We had some trouble in there. That's why you see price working its way down. Now it's stuck in this consolidation or accumulation. But as you see, if you mark up the lows, there's potential for price to reverse at the lows. So if you have buy limits here, because each low is liquidity, each high is liquidity. That's why they say your stop loss is my entry. This is what they mean. So having your buy limits there can also help you get those sniper entries. Did I make all the candles the same color? Yeah, I did. Yes, sir. Just focus more on the structure. Essentially, I'm just focusing on the highs and lows of the market. I've come to realize that the market is either sweeping liquidity or breaking structure. Something's being swept or something's being broke. One of those two are happening. So yeah, just be more focused. And I also heard some people saying like they were getting confused because they didn't know if it had to be a buy candle or a sell candle when it comes to the setup. And I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter what color the candle is, as long as there's a high and low like I swept. Same thing every time. I know at the end of the day in the market, something's getting swept like it is here, and then structure is getting broken. Those are the two options that's happening. Everything else is just in between, like you said, imbalances as well. That's just another byproduct of structure as well. That, for instance, if there's no break and retest, it leaves in balance. That's essentially what happens. Like if you look here, starting from here, we broke structure and price flew, but because we never came back and retested this structure here, it left an imbalance. Same thing up here. We broke the structure, but we never came back to retest. So there's an imbalance right there. You need the retest to balance the market. And every time you break structure, that marks the completion of the accumulation. Marks the completion of the setup. Let's say you have the lows and highs. First step, you sweep. Second step, you break. The break marks the completion of the accumulation, the completion of the setup, and now you're ready to enter the trade and continue. We see here that we broke structure. We broke structure and we did retest multiple times. Broke structure, retested here and here. Clean, no drawdown. Nasty work. And as we see here, we broke the structure at 2775 essentially. Boom, didn't get the full retest, but as you see, there's still some more of this imbalance left. Right now, price is holding above this level, 3100, and we haven't broken beneath the lows. We just swept it. So as long as we don't break beneath these lows with the full body candle, we should still be good to the upside. That's why I'm not too worried, not too pressed. Just letting the market do its thing. Letting it do its thing, being patient. Let me see, you gotta fix this real quick. Super clean. And then let me move this out the way. That's Ethereum, XRP. Let's look at XRP real quick. Same thing here. XRP is just chilling. It's chilling. It's consolidating, accumulating, just in the zone. You know, the best buys as of now are here around $3. Or if you don't want these buys, this was another good buy here. As you see, price came back to retest this structure. Very little drawdown and then went crazy. You know, from this structure here to the highs right there, that's about 16% gains. That's 46,000 pips, right? 46,000 pips on, or 4,600, whatever you want to call it. That's a massive move for XRP. Super massive. Gold, it's still up here. I'm not really pressed on gold unless it comes back down here to retest this area. Maybe fill in this imbalance. And if it doesn't want to go down that far, I'm sure there's still some higher structure up here as well. We broke above here, completing some type of accumulation in between these highs and these lows. In this area, there's some type of accumulation. Otherwise, we wouldn't have broken structure. We broke out, never got the full retest, so this is still available. And when you look at it on the smaller time frames, Again, the accumulation is in there. Let's go to the 15-minute real quick. Again, the setup just repeats itself over and over. You have a low, the high, sweep, break above, retest, gone. Broke above these highs here. Boom, broke above.
Sweep is just a wick passing the candle body, right? Not the other wick.
What do you mean by passing the candle body?
So like, I don't know. I'm not seeing it right. Because the sweep right there. Are you saying that's that low right there? That swept the liquidity right before it.
Yeah. So this wick here, this candle
Yeah.
swept these lows.
Oh, that the most recent. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's the low with
This one?
the imbalance candle right there, right before it.
Oh, this one here? Yeah, is this one as well. This one as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because both of these lows were not touched. Before this candle happened, before this massive sell candle, if I had it like this, neither this low or this low have been swept. Hasn't been touched, right?
Yeah.
And then the next candle comes in and then sweeps these lows and these lows. It doesn't matter how many lows get swept. As long as at least one low is getting swept. It can be 50 lows all lined up perfectly, swept. Doesn't matter. It can be one low. As long as there's a sweep and then a break of structure. That's all you need. That is the completion.
10 a.m. candle doesn't matter. Like that doesn't really, or I mean, of course it matters, but like it doesn't affect the setup. I don't know how I'm trying to word it.
You said the kind of candle?
The 10 a.m. Is that what it is?
10 a.m.?
That 10 a.m. candle.
Let me see. 10 a.m. This one here?
Yeah, that one. So I was thinking that one. I was thinking I had to sweep that low.
It doesn't have to.
Oh no. Okay.
No, it can be any low. It left equal lows though, essentially, but it's irrelevant because there's more lows in here that were swept. If nothing here was swept at all, and it just came down here and nothing was swept, then that would be an issue because that means nothing. But like I've never seen price break structure without sweeping liquidity. Like something always gets swept.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I literally see the two wicks right there too that it swept, and then the other two short ones.
Yep.
All right, thank you for that.
Got you. And this is the 15-minute. It probably looks even different on the 1 minute too. Like these time frames go down to the 1 second. You see it more clear in here. You can even use.
This is the 1 second.
No, this is the 1 minute, but I'm saying the market like they have available like the 1 second time frame.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, like these lows here. Even though it's like 50 candles, we technically did sweep these lows. Facts. If you trade on the 1 minute, you're 1 second, you are cracking. For sure. Broke above these highs. We tried to break above here. We swept it. Finally broke above right over here. Came back to retest. No drawdown. That's like a super sniper. Like your price is already in your zone. You probably saw some more setups here, right? Another one low, high, sweep, break above, retest at the highs, fly. We come back to the same area, give another setup of liquidity. As price sweeps the lows, we break structure again, giving you another setup right inside of all this. That's solid confirmation. We tried to break above with the wicks. We finally did here, retested at the highs, flew, reversed, swept more lows. Price came back down here and swept even more lows. Swept these lows, broke more structure to the upside, starting here, and then finally here at the very top. Broke this structure.
And this is all within like a accumulation or distribution pattern, huh?
Yeah, it's just happening over and over again, repeatedly,
Yeah, I've seen this.
repeatedly.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep, just over and over. That was the 1 minute. So it's going to be so many examples back to back, but you want to find it on the highest time frame possible, and then work your way down. And that's how we've been able to catch these moves. It's the like I said, the market is either sweeping liquidity or breaking structure. One of those two things are happening. I'm just narrowing it down to the most basic minimum requirements that make sense. I'm not trying to overthink it. Silver as well. Silver's still playing. Still going up. Still solid. Good buys at $30 right there. Still respecting all this. The same structure. Boom. Sweep these lows. Swept those lows. We broke these highs. Retested. Gone. Retested. Gone again. Look how it retested at the highs. So, it doesn't always make it down there. Sometimes it does. Like it actually eventually worked its way back inside of the lows, inside of this lower area, sweeping all this liquidity, sweeping all this, filling the imbalance.
That's got emotional damage.
It is. It is. That's why it's good to take partials at the highs, so you at least have some secured off the table, and any runners you have, you can use that as this leverage. Oh, price is coming back to my runners. Let me go ahead and get back in again. High impact news tomorrow. Okay, 5:30 and 8. Okay, bet. President Trump speaks. Ooh, what do y'all think he's gonna say? He might move the market with just a few words. Oil's looking good. I should probably move this here. Oil has officially entered another buy zone. We broke above these highs. We swept these lows, and here we even broke above these highs. It looks better on the smaller time frame. Let's see the 1 hour. Yeah. It all started off here, a low, the high, sweep, break above, retest, back inside of the imbalance as well. Key area. Flew, came all the way back down again. So it stopped you out probably, but we still respected the stop loss. And then took off. So sometimes price may hit your zone, your entry zone, a bunch of times. Don't let that discourage you. Especially for stop losses right here or a little bit lower. You're good. Let it play out. Give your trade some space to breathe. These markets are not so like compact. These things kind of move around like crazy. Euro USD, we finally hit the highs up here, swept this liquidity, and immediately reversed. So far, we haven't really broken structure to the downside though. We have broken upside structure, and we were actually respecting this break, but we haven't really broken. Maybe on the 5 minute, yeah, but on the 1 hour time frame, we're still holding pretty aggressively. So we'll see. It's always a good sign when you break structure and then hold up there for a minute. It's like proof that okay, this wasn't just a sweep, like a quick up and a quick down. This was a break and then a hold. It's holding the line. That means a buy is you're standing on business, literally. Like, yeah, we in here now, fam. Yeah, you thought. Yeah. And then going back to the top. US 30 hovering right above the buy zone once again. If you hopped on the call this morning, we did catch these trades live. It was on the 1 minute chart too. Yeah, first I went to the 5 and we saw all this nasty consolidation. Boom. We swept all these lows. We broke above the highs, came back into the zone, gone, came back again, even swept the stop loss. But the reason why this stop loss getting swept shouldn't affect you is because we had another setup right here of more liquidity being built up. Swept it here. All these lows broke above. This was the retest. Gone. Retest again. Gone right there. If you don't like that one, there was also this liquidity here. These lows, the highs, this sweep. And then we failed to break above until finally we did. So, I mean, this could have been your stop loss, this one, or this one. So when price did sweep this area, I actually had another buy limit at the stop loss. Just in case. I'm like, yeah, we are pretty high. You know, this could get clapped, but structure is still structure. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know how they want to move today. I don't know if they had coffee or not on Wall Street. I don't know what they want to do. The same color candles. Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about doing that for a while because I'm like, you know what? At this point, it's irrelevant whether or not it's a buy or it's a bullish or bearish candle. But what really matters is the highs and lows. Is a low getting swept? Is a high getting broken? Yes or no? But that's all I need to know. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender it is. You know, just what is it? Is it a high or low? You know, that's it. Simple. And yeah, NAS is still playing above this buy limit already activated here. And I actually did it on the 4-hour just to make it more clean. Buy limit here, here, and here. So this whole area I'm just looking out for. Stop loss. I like it here at these lows. This is the last area before price becomes more inefficient. But because we broke above these highs, I would like to consider this the new floor for now. And then, you know, these highs were the next target. As we see, we swept it and then immediately reversed. Price didn't stay up here for that long. So that was a sweep. People took profit right in there. But yeah, NAS right here, these buys are up now about almost 30 points. So at this point, since we're looking at current price action, I'm seeing that we have this long wick. So that obviously with a long wick like this, something was swept. Something was swept. So I'm looking to the left immediately. I see 2 candle wicks. I'm going to mark up the lowest one since it's, you know, right here. It counts for, this wick counts for both. Instead of marking up 2 separate ones, I'm just going to do one that just counts for both. We swept these lows, and just based off of structure, I want to see, you know, these next highs get broken above. Right there. That's going to confirm price wants to possibly continue bullish. You can even use these highs here as well. It's another confirmation. Go down time frames, check it out more. Oh, I'm just going to keep it like how it is. This is very solid. This is actually, this could play out with a low, the high. We did sweep, and the sweep also tapped into imbalance and retested the previous structure. It's like a triple confirmation. So this break above, we need that. We need that. If that happens, we're in there. Now we're in there. So we're just waiting at this point for price to break above. Put an alert. once per bar close. 5 a.m. This is due like boom. So now I'm looking at this area. Just waiting here, see what happens with price. Do we break above or do we continue to come lower? I do see we broke some structure to the downside right there. That's an obstacle. We also broke some higher lows up here, right? These lows, these lows. So this is like some minor distribution, but it's nothing to reverse the market, make me switch from, buys to sells. But enough to be like, okay, maybe you want to use this to take us to a lower buy zone somewhere here, which is fine. Or if it wants to respect this, continue higher, I'm also okay with that. But that's pretty much it. That's what I got on my end. You guys have anything that you're looking at? Anything you want to go over? Any questions? Comments? Concerns? ETH. Let's take a look at ETH real quick. ETH is cooking to the downside. I'm still in this trade. I'm personally waiting for a 50% discount again on NAS. There you go. There you go. ETH right here is still, we broke above these highs. We're still good. I did mention it's possible for these lows to get swept. So you can mark up or put an alert at these lows and see how price reacts at these areas, or set buy limits. But be on the lookout. If ETH does want to push a little bit lower and sweep these lows, I don't know which one it wants, but there's a strong possibility that these lows getting swept could reverse the market. If ETH just says, no, we don't care, we want to go even lower, then I would look for the stop loss itself to get swept. Because right after this gets swept, we have more imbalance here that looks better on the weekly. This huge weekly imbalance. If this area doesn't hold, the next buys would be here at 2775. I'd be looking there. That's the next major structure. Boom. Sweep. Break above. That's the higher time frame structure if we fail these lows here. We'll see. We'll see what they want to do, but we are in the buy zone here, and we are close to the buy zone on Bitcoin and XRP. Let me see. This is the level I got for ETH. Yep. Same zone for the blue box. I got the nice buy zone. That's that 2775 area as well. So we'll see. We'll see what they want to do. Very curious. Very curious. Boom. And then let me see the 50% on NAS. Are you like on the daily chart?
Yeah, the daily chart in the bottom there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on this we have not had a single pullback. So, the best buys would be for the discount. Anything below 50%. Anything below 50%, around 21,275. Super clean. That's where we broke structure right here as well. Very strong reaction. As soon as price came back in between both of these major structures that got broken, so much buying pressure, it just flew. And you see how we never got the retest here, but it created that imbalance. This one, we definitely got that retest, super clean. So yeah, best buys would be down here. Continuation trades would be from here to continue this. I'm personally still holding these buys here, and then I have some buy limits up here as well to just continuously stack this position before we break all-time highs again, to have a nice little order right here just holding. Imagine having like 30 positions here just stacked, and then price flies another like nasty work. Just 10 positions all moving 1,000 pips. That's 10,000. Just think of that. And NAS moves at least 1,000 pips in one direction per month. If you go to the monthly chart and measure this out, let's look at this monthly candle here from the low to the high. That was 1,300 in 1 month. The month before, 1,300. The month before, 1,000. Before that, almost 2,000. So if you're following the trend and stacking orders, only 10 0.01s, all 1,000 pips in profit, which is about a month of movement. That's like 10 bands. That's 10 bands. Just from 0.01 swings following the trend. So just think about that as well. Wifey can get her nail done for free. Just need to sell that. Yeah, facts. Send her the trade too. Send her the trade. My shawty's for sure trading. She's for sure trading. Just like there's no way around it. It just wouldn't make sense in my reality. Like, why are you my woman but you can't even trade? It's crazy work. That means I failed you. But yeah, that's it for me. Unless you guys have anything else, any more questions, comments, concerns, complaints, suggestions. But yeah, the market recaps are going to be at 8 p.m. The morning calls are going to be at 6:25, 5 minutes before the market opens. So we just get right to the action. No fluff, right into it. And then I may even bring it back to just doing the morning calls just every day, Monday through Friday, just to bring it back full throttle, full swing, and to hold everyone accountable. And if you wake up and catch the bag with us, you made money. But if you didn't, you slept in and you missed it, hey, it is what it is. It goes both ways. NVIDIA, pretty sure it's the same as NAS, the same structure. Very similar. I'm going to the most recent break of structure right here. We broke above. There's 8 days left on this candle. So on this monthly chart, we failed to break above 3 months in a row. So are we finally going to do it? I'm also seeing this. We broke this structure here. Came back to retest. Also filling the imbalance and sweeping these lows here. So that's also significant, which means I would want to see these highs get broken to confirm the move. If we swept these lows, got to break above these highs. So this is a good area. If price comes back down here, I'd be looking for buys. If it came back down here, I'd be looking for buys as well, around 126 or 140. And then if you want even lower buys, there's also, 98, 97. We broke the structure, came back to retest, even came deeper to retest the previous structure here. Boom. Super sniper entries. We got the order block here, the last candle before the massive push to the upside. That swept lows. Swept these lows and then broke structure. All right, that's textbook. All right, we sweep lows, boom, and then immediately break structure, retest, gone. Easy work. And that's on the monthly. And then it's all gone. And make sure this is visible. Yeah, so I mean, Nvidia is pretty up right now. Unless you're already in, I would either let me see what's happening on the. If you're gonna be like trading this throughout the day, it just looks so bad here. I can't really see. But if you're like swinging this trade, and you know you don't care for a drawdown, if you're gonna hold this long term, then yeah, I'd be looking for buys here and here first, and then if that fails, then for sure down there. But that's like 35% loss. I don't know if they're gonna take that. We'll see. We'll see. Now eat that. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Let's get it.